Good morning, fellas. It's Sunday, May 3rd, and it's 8:15, and we're just about 80 in the garage. We got storms moving in next week. Temperatures are going to drop and everything else, so it's a little partly cloudy out there. I thought yesterday afternoon storm cells were coming in, but apparently not. Okay, on the car. I don't know, can you see it? I have it all cleaned up, and we'll weld that in. We're going to work on cleaning up this. Got a spot right here we got to take care of. Last night I came out, and just because I was bored from watching TV, I started sanding inside the trunk with 400 grit, and we'll continue on that. Then we'll flip it over, mask it off, and get it ready for it to be painted. And then we'll start masking off the back here and doing that. So that's where we're at. Thinking color next week. I still gotta sand down the cowl panel, but that's just laying there. We'll pull that out and take care of that. And probably spray the underside of that when I spray the underside of the trunk. The deck lid here. So that's where we're at. When I have more, I'll turn it back on later. Hey fellas, I found a little smuts right in here. Required a little filler and sanding it down, and it's got etch on it now, and we're using rattle can because it's right in here. And so then we'll do some rattle can, but that took care of that. I might be getting a little bit too picky, but I don't care. This is what I'm doing, is going around this thing. So yeah, there was probably maybe about 5/8 of an inch, like a little groove in there, like somebody tried to use a cutoff wheel and just started hitting the first layer of metal. It didn't go all the way through, so then I just took a little glazing compound and filled it. But I don't know if you would have saw it once you get the chrome strip on it or not, but I wasn't taking any chances, and I decided to fix it. I'm starting from the back of the car, working my way forward, looking at everything. And I get bored doing that, then I come back here and I start sanding the bottom of the deck lid. And we got probably pretty much all that sanded. We still got this area here to go, and then up in here. So that's all for now. When I have more, we'll turn it back on later. Hey fellas, inside of the trunk lid is pretty much all done. I did weld up the I don't know, can you see that? Did weld up the one plug weld I missed here, and then got some glazing putty in there, and that's taken care of. And as I came up to the driver's door here, found a little right there, so we took care of that. Like I said, as I'm walking around this car, real slow, real meticulously, and making sure where we're at with everything. So that's where I'm at right now. When I get more, I'll turn it back on later. Hey fellas, happy Cinco de Mayo. Tuesday, May 5th, and it's 9:30 at night. I ain't opening the garage because I just masked up the back of the car. We're about 80 degrees in here. I've been working on this thing all day, getting ready to shoot the back end satin black. Here, let me turn on these lights. So, been masking it off, getting it ready. Taking care of a few other things I've been finding going around the body. For the most part, this is sanded. Got a few areas I gotta work on, but it's done. You gotta hit this. But for the most part, it's done. So, tomorrow's goal is to sand and hit it with wax and grease remover, and tack rag it off, get some satin black, and go ahead and shoot it. Now, it's not the same satin black that I shot the package tray with. This is different stuff, so it's probably going to look more like the dashboard does than anything else. So we'll hit that and we'll let that dry. Thursday morning, paint shop, pick up the paint, and start jamming this thing. It looks like probably, depending upon, because they're talking rain Friday and Saturday, and we're talking about Friday night going midnight mayhem out at the Speedway with the ZL1 and have fun with that, me and my sons, and I'll bring the video along for that. But we'll see what happens. If anything, by the latest, I'm going to start squirting color on this on Monday. First thing to do is we're jamming the trunk area, the back side of the trunk, and we'll let that set up and dry, and then we'll put the trunk all back together and then start taking the front end apart and the doors off, and just trying to find where I can put everything to where it's not going to get damaged. It's going to be a feat in itself. So sorry I didn't take video, but once I got rolling on this thing today, I just didn't want to stop. I just wanted to keep going, getting it done. My goal was to have this thing in color by Memorial Day weekend, and I got 26 days left to go. Memorial Day weekend, roughly the end of the month, but I got 26 days left to go, and barring any mistakes, it looks like I might make it, but we'll see. So this video is going to be added on to Saturday's video, I think it was, because I didn't do anything Sunday or Sunday, whatever. This is all going to be one big video, so I'll just turn it on when I get done shooting this, and tomorrow morning, and then we'll go from there. So as always, thanks for watching. When I have more, we'll turn this back on later. Morning, fellas. It's Wednesday, about 10 to 9. Just cranking on about 80 in here, and we're all matched up. Got to do some light sanding and some cleaning, and yeah, we'll see you later, T-Dub. And we'll be ready to shoot, configure the garage, and get her done. So that's what we're doing today. Once it shoots, dries, then we're just going to demask it and let her sit there and cure up. Then we're going to put the gas tank filler neck and all that back together. So thanks for watching. When I have more, I'll turn this back on later. Hey fellas, got 2 coats on it. I got a little run right there, but we're going to let it dry for good hour or so. Then we're going to wet sand it, and we'll give it 2 more coats, and then we'll be done with it. So looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. When I have more, I'll turn this back on later. Hey fellas, taillight panel's done. Just unmasked it. Had a few bleed throughs right there, and then down. You can see it down in there, right in there. But all in all, it came out pretty good. I'm happy with it. So I'm going to fire this bear up. Well, first I'm going to move the ZL1 in the street. I'm going to fire this up, and I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to park it right down there and let that panel bake in the sun, because until that paint cures and gets dry real good for at least 2 days, I'm not going to be able to start painting color on this car. And the whole goal is to get a pickup paint tomorrow. We're talking rain Friday and Saturday, and maybe start masking this thing up Sunday. I don't know. While it's out drying, I'm going to finish off on the inside of the deck lid, flip it over and mask it off, and get it ready for to paint the underside. So, as always, when I have more, I'll turn this back on. Later, guys. Hey, Phyllis. She's been out here for a couple hours in the sun, and she's curing up nicely. Yeah, all the high gloss went out of it, and satin black. It's looking good. So tomorrow I'm getting paint. I'm not gonna even try to mask up this thing. Let the paint cure a little bit more. As first thing I want to do is do the trunk jam and the inside of the deck lid. I will put the gas filler cap and everything back in, because you can see the rag hanging out of the gas cap right there. Yeah, so, and we'll take care of that, so then I won't have to worry about gas fumes anymore. I'll be at the paint store in the morning picking up paint. We just did some rattle can primer right there where it broke through. We'll give it one more coat, and then we'll let it sit overnight, and we'll sand it with 400. Started masking the underside of the deck lid, and well, you can see it right here. And I'll take care of that, the rest of that, while this is the second coat's drying on it. But I'm pretty much wrapped up for today. I'm going to let this thing bake out here. We're a little after 2, probably for about another hour or so, and then pull it back in, and then tomorrow she'll be back out doing the same thing. So that's all I got for today. We'll turn this back on. I think I'll upload this one now. I think this is Saturday, Sunday, didn't do anything Monday, Tuesday, and today, Wednesday. So there's 4 days on this video. So y'all have a good one, and we'll pick this up tomorrow. Later, guys.